Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, my personal fleet carrier, the never-ending grind. We're going to Jameson crash site. Says left. Go to the galaxy map. Go over to bookmarks. Go down to Jameson crash site. Boy, look at all the fleet carriers. Yep, wrong thing. That's not what we're doing. At the moment, we got to go to our fleet carrier. Got myself confused. There we are. We do this first. Then we go to Jameson crash site. We got to go to our carrier and set the destination for Jameson crash site. You see all the fleet carriers at Jameson crash site? Is this landing? Appreciate you coming along. Make sure you look down to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button. Doesn't cost you anything. It helps me out with YouTube. And eventually, and you get notified when I create more of these videos, and eventually YouTube will help me. Underneath the video, at the bottom, you'll find ways to sponsor our channel with donations. Please consider donating and sponsoring our channel, because there's so much equipment we need and we really can't afford it, and we need help, which I always need help with everything. Oh.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, it might be the experimentals that we had done. Why it takes so long to actually get into Super Cruise or something. Underneath the video to the far left, you'll see our YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG, where there's over 840 more videos as of the publication of this video. Check out our Ultimate Fishing Simulator series, 2 series, our No Man's Sky series, and our Subnautica series, and we also have Pinball VR series. Well, can't go through the planet, of course, because the typical obstacle course of Elite Dangerous, that has to have the destination where you'd have to go through the planet 99.9% of the time. A little more realism, please, and a little less obstacle course, pirate fantasy. Well, we have to get to the fleet carrier, and then we'll set a destination for Jameson crash site. It'll take at least 15 minutes. The magic of video, it'll just be a few seconds for you. And then we'll start we'll land on the planet at Jameson crash site, and we'll start scanning the beacons that are there. Sys left. Set Super Cruise Assist, so it'll take us right to our fleet carrier. And it'll exit Super Cruise at the right moment, or hopefully. Sys left. Why is it docking request denied at my own carrier? And it's not further than 7,500. Oh, because we're pointed at the wrong one. Or something. Let's slow down a little bit. Sys left. This one. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Kind of weird. We were pointed at the wrong item. But now we're landing at our fleet carrier, and we'll schedule it for Jameson crash site. At least I got the paint job worked out to where it stays. Appreciate you coming along. Appreciate all those that have subscribed, and I hope the rest of you will subscribe. It'll really help us out. And I hope that you'll consider sponsoring our channel. Now we'll navigate over to Jameson crash site. And there's a ton of them here. Yep, it's gonna let one more. And 15 minutes. So again, the magic of video. I'll exit, come back in at least 15 minutes, and we'll go over to Jameson. Okay, we're back. The fleet carrier has traveled to the Jameson crash site area, and now we're going to fly over there. First, we're going to make sure that we're fueled and ready to go. So we're going to come over to the advanced maintenance. Do all the repair stuff, and it's completely fueled, and I think we're ready to go. We're down to 33% fuel, so we probably need to put a little bit in there. Is this right? And the way we have to do it, we have to go to inventory. We go to transfer. We go to tritium. We say we want to transfer, say, 200. I don't know if I have 200 in this one. Confirm, and it says there's 200. It says there's 200. Okay. So we come over to tritium and say donate the whole 200. Now we're at 532, so we're 53%, so that's good. Sys left. So we're going to say don't show me fleet carriers, but show me points of interest. And Jameson crash site. Auto launch. Again, thank you for coming along. We had that intermission because it took 15 minutes for the fleet carrier to get here. Or, yeah, roughly.
Landing gear retracted.
Go for launch. You have liftoff.
It's kind of behind us. To the upper left. So as soon as it releases to auto launch, we'll turn in that direction.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for.
We're on point away from the carrier.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Could be the experimental that causes that. But it gets there in a minute. And then we slow down. Sys left. Like to get a slope in. I think we lost our signal. I don't know why it disconnected. Or the targeting dropped it.
Orbital flight engaged.
Cisnite. We're getting a little bit of lagging. If we weren't coming in, I would fix that, but if it continues, I'll have to raise the priority of Elite Dangerous as that. Okay, we're in a glide. So hopefully it takes us closer. Not too bad. Yeah, I think I want to be on this bottom left. Cis landing.
Landing gear deployed.
And since we take the SRV anyway, it really doesn't matter. Is this alternate? I have to somewhat feather it to keep it from slamming into the planet. Yeah, the terrain is pretty rough, so it's kind of hard to get it just right. I don't know why it keeps telling us it's there and it's not. Okay, finally. Sis down. This might be the most light I've seen here. Sis left. Lock it in so for sure we'll see it. Sis night. But there's a lot of shadows. Even when the sun's out, there's shadows. And there's a certain spot where we can hit all 3 beacons. So I always go to the same spot every time. Right through here. See if we can get over the rocks a little bit. Okay. I think this is where we want to be. Sis full. Sis full.
Handbrake is on.
Okay. Kept hitting the wrong buttons. And we get encrypted, and sometimes we can scan the ship too and get more encrypted messages, but only once every few weeks. Yeah, let us do it. It won't let us do it again for probably several weeks, but we can relog to scan the beacons again and to get more of the encoded material. And then we exit to the main menu and come back, and I usually cut that part out, but I let you know that that's what we're doing. See, that's one part of, well, it's in the game and it's working as intended, that I'm okay with. But you'll get people that'll say that about interdictions. Well, it's in the game, it's working as intended, but this is in the game and it's working as intended. Oh, they don't like that. Oh no, that's terrible. That you exit to the menu and come back so you can rescan them. You go all this way and you use all the fuel and you're only going to scan once? Really? That's a really moment. Really? It's in the game and it's working as intended. And all of those fleet carriers that we saw lined up, they didn't come just to scan once. I mean, the grind is miserable enough. Don't make it even more miserable where you have to leave and come back at another time to rescan. It's like, no, they didn't put it in the game that way. So some people just want it their way every time, every way. Whatever their way is that day. That's why I play solo, so I don't have to play with those people. Yeah, some people just try to control everybody else And no, I don't want to play with those people. I have to work with one of those people, those type of people. And one in a lifetime is too many, and I've had to work with many of those that want to control everybody and make everybody's life miserable. Now this won't take as many rounds as Dab's Hope does, because it doesn't spread the wealth across all the materials. It's only basically two materials. There's a few scattered in, but very few. But the majority of the encoded comes in two materials. And you'll see it, that adaptive encryptors capture, and there's another one. So there's two. You see the adaptive encryptors capture again. And that's the one that fills first. So it'll probably be this episode that we complete pulling the encoded, and then the next episode we'll go to the 3 material traders and move things around, and then we'll go out to the engineer that crafts the G5 shield generator. But be sure to press that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get notified when I produce more videos. Eventually it helps me out with YouTube. Underneath the video in the description you'll find ways to sponsor through donating. Please consider sponsoring and donating. There's just so much equipment that we need to do this channel right, and we just don't have the funds. So if you like my channel and you enjoy watching the videos, please consider help sponsoring us, so we can do a better job on audio, we can do a better job on the videos with better equipment, we'll have better resolution, all those things. But we need sponsors. And if you sponsor our channel, we'll highlight your sponsorship on our videos. And underneath the video to the far left, you'll find our YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where there's over 840 more videos for you to watch just in the last 6.5 months. And grinding is boring, yes it is, but we need the material because we use up so much material when we go to the engineers. Now most of our ships are fully modified except for the experimental, so except for our Fer-de-Lance, it needs everything. Check out our videos on Ultimate Fishing Simulator VR, Pinball VR, No Man's Sky that I play in VR, and Subnautica, which I also play in VR. They're all really great games, and I like Elite Dangerous. There's just a few things that I don't like, and it could be so much better if they would fix several things. So if you watch enough of my videos, you know what they are. Interdictions are the main one. Stuck throttles in Super Cruise is another. Oh, we're already filling up adaptive encryptor captures, and that atypical encryption archives will be the next one that fills up. And then we're done when it fills up. And that mission critical message when you're looking at missions, and it kicks you out and throws you to the top and makes you sometimes select a mission you didn't want and all this stuff. Yeah, I don't like that either. And during interdictions and when you're in the SRV on planets, it will turn you in the opposite direction of where you were going. Like, really? And there's no way that I could come to enjoy those things. So no, it's not my favorite game. And it will probably never be my favorite game because of those things. Do I like playing the game? Yeah. Is it a good game? Yes. Is it a great game? No. Because of those things. I will never claim it's a great game while those things are in the game, or I don't have a way to turn them off. And the game is way too grindy. You have to grind too much in this game. But the problem with other games, you have to grind in them too. Just maybe not as much as this one, but yeah. I could see one's point about No Man's Sky and Subnautica about that too. Yeah, I think everything pretty much is full now. Or those two. Let's check it out. Is this right? If both of those are full, then it is time. It's the captures, and they're full, and the archives are full. Okay, well, that's it. That's about all of it. So that will end this video. In the next video, we'll go to the material traders for encoded raw materials and manufactured materials. And then I will hunt for the engineer for grade 5 shield generators, and we'll go there. We'll probably leave the fleet carrier here for the next video in this system while we go visit the 3 material traders, and then we'll come back here and move it to the system where the engineer is located. Is this down? Didn't mean to do that. There it is. Okay. To be just in the right spot sometimes. Well, I appreciate you coming along, Sis Knight. And hopefully you'll join us for our next video where we hit the material traders. And we'll leave from here and go there and leave the fleet carrier here while we do that. Be sure to press that subscribe button. Be sure to sponsor our YouTube channel. And be sure to watch more of our videos. So until the next video, thank you for watching. Goodbye.